Godzilla is a character that's been around for 68 years and has been in 36 movies of his own, so it's understandable to see why the character has such a large audience. But has Godzilla cropped up in other pieces of media outside of his own franchise? Well, if that's your question, then yeah, he has. He's popped up in a variety of places, from starting anime, to video games, to having a crossover with Hello Kitty. Today, I want to take a look at some of the more notable appearances the Big G has made in various forms of media. So join me as we take a look at Godzilla's crossovers, from the popular to the obscure to the downright bizarre. This is the history of Godzilla crossovers. I'll start with Godzilla's most notable appearances in various anime, which is an area I don't really know much about, so I'm just gonna wing it, I guess. Godzilla's most notable cameo is in a series called My Hero Academia, which is a series about heroes and villains, I think. I don't really know much about it, but what I do know is that there's a Godzilla cameo. Well, it's not technically Godzilla, it's a character called Godzilla, but I don't know, I guess it counts. He pops up in one of the movies based on the popular series and is portrayed as a movie star who has moved to America for some unknown reason. Apparently this is supposed to be a reference to his upcoming 2014 film, but then again, I don't really know much about this series, apart from the fact Godzilla appears in it. I like his design in it, for sure. The animation gives him a nice stylized look. He's wearing a nice white trench coat with some gold highlights. His design itself kind of reminds me of his appearance in Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla and his Heisei proportions, which are some of my favourite elements of Godzilla's various designs from over the years. Next up is Godzilla's appearance in the anime Shinken Tensei. It's just Godzilla covered in snow. I don't really know what I can say about this design. It takes elements from his various Heisei designs, but apart from that, if you like snow and Godzilla, then you'll like this design too. He plays a minor role in the movie. He acts as an antagonist for our heroes, which, it's pretty cool. Alright, let's get on to some Godzilla cameos and crossovers that you know a bit about. So let's start off with Godzilla's various appearances in video games, starting with Fall Guys. Godzilla's appearance in Fall Guys is relegated to a skin that players can unlock beginning the 1st of November 2020 as a celebration for Godzilla's 68th anniversary. They actually did two outfits for this game, believe it or not. They did an outfit for the default Godzilla and an outfit based on Barling Godzilla ahead of the release of Godzilla vs Kong as a bit of promotion. No King Kong costume though, which is pretty disappointing. Would have been cool to have both Godzilla and Kong in the same game. Oh yeah, Godzilla and Kong did make various appearances in various games ahead of the release of Godzilla vs Kong. Both characters appeared in Roblox as cosmetics that players could unlock through various in-game events, and in the mobile version of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, where players could see Godzilla, Kong, a Skullcrawler, and Mechagodzilla roaming the environment. There was actually a limited time event where players could fight Mechagodzilla alongside Godzilla and Kong, which I didn't get to play unfortunately, but it's pretty cool. A link to a video of this event will be left in the description if you want to check it out. I highly recommend it, it's pretty cool. Another Battle Royale crossover that features Godzilla is actually upcoming. It's a Godzilla vs Kong event in Call of Duty Warzone. I don't really know why this event's happening considering the fact that the movie came out over a year ago, but it seems pretty cool. The animated trailer shows Kong and Godzilla fighting again, so we will get around 4 of the two titans clashing for the title of King of the Monsters. Hey, it's me from the future. It's actually been leaked how Godzilla and Kong will factor into the Warzone event. Apparently, if you do well enough, you can summon both characters to fight for you, which sounds really overpowered and kind of unbalanced, but that's the kind of stuff I like, so I'll definitely be checking this event out when it comes out. Alright, let's do a quick lightning round of some smaller Godzilla cameos and some unused ones. Godzilla makes an appearance in the short Godzilla Meets Bambi, where Godzilla crushes Bambi. Very cool. There was an unused scene in the film Monsters Inc. where a giant monster uses Godzilla's roar and was meant to be Godzilla, but Toho declined Pixar's use of the character for copyright reasons. Godzilla makes an appearance in a Pee Wee Herman film where him and Ghidorah fight in a tribute to Suitmation as a whole. Godzilla also makes various appearances in films like Shrek, where his roar is used. Another very notable Godzilla cameo is definitely in the film Always Sunny on 3rd Street, where there's a flashback where Godzilla destroys Tokyo in 1956. However, this seems to be a part of a dream sequence. It's one of the first times that Godzilla was portrayed using CGI, excluding the 1998 film and various shots in the Millennium films where he's portrayed with CGI. The King of the Monsters has crossed over with Hello Kitty a couple times, if you can believe it. He first crossed over with the Little Cat in the early 90s, where both of them promote a ride which featured a Godzilla short film where he fights Mechagodzilla. Another time that they crossed over was at the release of Godzilla Monster Planet, where there's a cross promotion with a Godzilla and Hello Kitty poster, which I actually really like. It's pretty cute, if I could be honest with you. One of the more notable Godzilla crossovers is definitely with the series Evangelion. Due to the director of Shin Godzilla being the creator of the series, both franchises have cross-promoted with each other, namely in terms of merchandise, where we have a Godzilla modelled after one of the robots in the show, a 4D ride which features a new version of Ghidorah, and where Godzilla and one of the robots in the show team up against Ghidorah, which is pretty cool, if you're a fan of both franchises that is. To wrap up, let's jump into the world of comic books, where Godzilla has made some of his more notable crossovers with a very famous publishing company and even a real life person. The most famous Godzilla crossover definitely has to be the time when Godzilla fought the Avengers and various other Marvel teams. This was the time when Marvel had the rights to Godzilla comics. They didn't have the rights to other Godzilla foes like Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla and Mothra, so they pitted Godzilla against various original creatures and even teams of Marvel heroes like the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. He beats all of these characters with relative ease, but the series ends with a small boy crying at Godzilla, begging him to leave and return to the ocean in peace. The series itself has gained notoriety for how fucking weird it is. At one point, Godzilla gets transported back to the dinosaurs, where he has to fight various dinosaurs before he returns to the present day and runs amok in New York City. And, like I said, where he fights the Avengers and fights Thor. Although Godzilla's rights would expire for Marvel, they kept the character in their comics, but changing the name and design to not clash with Toho's copyright. There are a lot more better videos that detail this sub-series, so definitely check them out, but pre-warning, the series does get pretty weird, even by Godzilla standards. I think I should end this video on a high note, so let's take a look at Godzilla's most famous, or rather infamous, cameo. This crossover features Godzilla's most famous foe. No, not Mechagodzilla, not King Ghidorah, or the beloved giant condor. This Godzilla crossover features world-renowned basketball player Charles Barkley. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, so where the hell do I begin? This crossover was a cross promotion between Charles Barkley, Godzilla and the shoe company Nike in the year 1992. The cross promotion was mainly about the advert and Nike's new line of shoes. However, it wasn't just the advert that got made. There was also a limited time comic made by Dark Horse. But I want to talk about the advert first because I think it's the more interesting topic of discussion. The folks who worked on the Star Wars films, ILM, actually lent their talent to this film, which is kind of remarkable. So when you're thinking about ILM's iconic films, you can say Godzilla vs Charles Barkley along with other classics like Jurassic Park, Star Wars, E.T., etc, etc. I'm not really going to describe what happens in the advert because A, it's a very popular advert, and B, it's playing on screen right now, so just watch the advert that I'm currently playing. The part I find most interesting about the advert is Godzilla. ILM gave Godzilla a brand new look with animatronics in his face to give him detailed facial expressions, and a nice pair of pink sunglasses with. All in all, I really like this Godzilla design. It definitely ranks pretty high on my Godzilla design tier list, up there with 1998 and the Monsterverse design. Now, let's get on to the comic book. The comic book follows the same kind of story as the advert, however Charles Barkley grows to Godzilla size because a little kid gives him a coin where he can make a wish and grow to be able to fight Godzilla in a game of basketball. Charles Barkley utterly destroys Godzilla at basketball and exiles Godzilla. Godzilla must practice basketball on Monster Island. He's even given a nice pair of shoes to practice with, so it's not all bad for the King of the Monsters in the end. So, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching it, please let me know. I would really love to hear any feedback you guys have. Thanks for watching and have a great day everybody. See you around.